My dear fellow, whom do I see here? Ivan Vasilovich. I am very pleased. Nice of you to drop by. How are you?
Thank you. And how may you be getting on?
Oh, we get along with your prayers and so on. Do sit down. But what is this? Why are you in formal dress? Evening clothes, white gloves and so on? Are you going somewhere?
No, I've come only to see you, Honored Stefan Stepanovich.
But why in such formal clothes? Like a New Year's Eve visit?
Well, you see, it's like this. I've come to you with a request, Honored Stefan Stepanovich. In short, you alone can help me. Not once or twice have I already had the privilege of applying to you for help. I'm getting nervous, excited. I shall drink some water, Honored Stefan Stepanovich.
He's come to borrow some money. I shan't give him any. Well, what is it?
Well, you see, Honor Stefanich, I beg pardon, Stefan Honorich. As you see, I'm awfully excited, and you will notice. But I've come to ask you for a request, and you alone can help me. And not, I'm getting really nervous. How do I say this to you?
Oh, don't go round and round and round about it. Get to the point. Well,
one moment, this very minute. The fact is, I've come to ask the hand of your daughter, Natalia Stepanovna, in marriage.
Ivan Stepanovich. What's this I hear, by Jove? Say it again, I didn't hear it.
I may have the honor to ask...
Yes, my dear boy, my dear fellow. It's been on my mind for a long, long time. And, you know, my boy, I've always loved you as if you were my own son. So, may God's blessings be upon you for your long life. And what am I going on and on like this for? Let me call Natalia.
Honored Stefan Stepanovich, do you think I may count on her consent?
My dear fellow, why shouldn't she consent? She's in love, egad, like a lovesick cat and all that. Shan't be long.
It's cold. I'm trembling all over, as if I have an examination before me. The great thing is, I must have my mind made up. If I think a lot, talk a lot, hesitate, or look for an ideal, or for real love, then I'll never get married. It's cold. Natalia Stepanovna is an excellent housekeeper, not bad looking, well educated. What more do I want? But I'm already getting a noise of excitement in my ears, and it's impossible for me to not get married. In the first place, I'm 35, a critical age, so to speak. In the second place, I ought to lead a quiet and regular life. I suffer from palpitations, I'm excitable, and I'm always getting awfully upset. This very minute, my lips are trembling, and my eyebrows are twitching. But the very worst of it is the way I sleep. No sooner that I get into bed and try to go off to sleep, when I keep feeling that there's something pulling in my side, and I feel it in my shoulder and my head, I jump up like a lunatic, walk about a bit, and try to sleep again. And then again, there's something pulling in my side. And this may happen 20 times.
Well there, it's you. And Papa said, go, there's a merchant come for his goods. How do you do, Ivan Vasilovich?
How do you do, Honor Natalia Stepanovna?
Please excuse my apron and negligee. We are sharing peas for drying. Why haven't you been here for such a long time? Please have a seat. Want to have some lunch?
No, thank you. I've had some already.
Then smoke. There are the matches. Oh, the weather is splendid now. But yesterday, it was so have you stacked? Just imagine, I got greedy and had the whole field cut. And now I'm not at all pleased about it. Because I'm afraid my hay may rot. I ought to have waited a bit. But what's this? Why you are in an evening dress? Well, I never. Are you going to a ball or what? Although I must say, you look better. Tell me, why have you got up like that?
Well, you see, Honor Natalia Stepanovna, the fact is, I've made up my mind to ask you to hear me out. Of course, you may be a little surprised and perhaps even angry, but it's awfully cold.
What's the matter? Well,
I shall try to be brief. You know, I have long since my childhood had the privilege of knowing your family. My late aunt and her husband had the greatest respect for your late mother and your father. The Lomovs and Chubukovs have always had the most friendly and, might I say, the most affectionate regard for each other. And as you know, my land is a near neighbor of yours. You will remember that my oxen meadows touch your birchwoods.
excuse my interrupting you. You say my oxen meadows, but are they yours?
Yes, mine.
What are you talking about? Oxen meadows are ours, not yours.
No, mine, Honor Natalia Stepanovna.
Okay, I never knew that before. How do you make that out?
How? I'm talking of those oxen meadows which are wedged in between the burnt marsh and your birchwoods.
Yes, they are ours.
No, you're mistaken, Natalia Stepanovna. They are mine.
Well, just think, Ivan. For how long have they been yours?
How long? As long as I can remember.
Really? You won't get me to believe that.
I'll show you the documents, Natalia Stepanovna. Oxen meadows is true, were once a subject of dispute. But now everybody knows that they are mine. There's nothing to argue about. You see, I'll explain it to you. My aunt's grandmother gave the meadows to your father's grandfather's peasants, in return for which they were to bake bricks for her. Now, the grandfather's peasants used the land for 40 years and they got into the habit of considering it to be their own. When it happened
No, it isn't at all like that. Both my grandfather and great-grandfather reckoned that their land be extended to burnt marsh. That means the land is ours. I don't see what there is to argue about. That's simply silly.
I'll show you the documents, Natalia Stepanovna.
No, you're joking. Or making fun of me. What a surprise. We have had that land for 300 years. And suddenly we are told that it isn't ours. Ivan Vasilovich, I can hardly believe my ears. That land isn't worth much. It comes around 5 desiatins and 300 rubles perhaps. But I cannot stand unfairness. Say what you will, but I cannot stand unfairness.
Hear me out. I implore you. Your father's grandfather's peasants used the land for 40 years, as I have already had the honor of explaining that to you. Now, my aunt's grandmother...
I cannot make head or tail about aunts and grandfathers and grandmothers. The land is ours and that's all.
Mine.
Ours! You can go on proving it to days on it. You can wear 15 dress jackets. But I tell you, they're ours and ours. I don't want anything of yours. And I'm not willing to give up anything of mine. So there.
Natalia Stepanovna, I don't want the meadows, but I'm acting on principle. If you wish, I'll make you a present of them.
I can make a present of them myself because they're mine. Your behavior, Ivan Vasilovich, is strange, to say the least. Up to this, we have thought of you as a good neighbor, a friend. Last year, we lent you a threshing machine. For that matter, we have to put off our own threshing till November. And you behave to us as if we were gypsies, giving me my own land indeed. No, this is not at all neighborly. In my opinion, it is even impudent if you want to know.
Then you make out that I'm a land grabber. Never in my life have I grabbed anybody else's land, madam, and I shan't allow anyone of accusing me of having done so. Oxen meadows are mine.
It's not true. They're ours.
Mine.
Ours. I'll prove it. I'll send my moors out to the land this very day.
What?
My moors will be out to the land this very day.
I shall give it to them in the neck.
You dare!
Oxen meadows are mine. Okay? They're mine.
Please don't shout. This, you can shout yourself hoarse in your own house. But here, I must ask you to restrain yourself.
If it wasn't, madam, for this excruciating palpitation, if my whole inside wasn't upset, I'd talk to you in a different way. Those meadows are mine.
Ours!
Mine!
Ours!
Mine!
Ours!
Those meadows are mine.
What's the matter? What are you shouting at?
Papa, please stay to this gentleman. Who owns the Oxen Meadows?
My,
We or he?
my dear fellow, the meadows are ours.
But please, Stefan Stefanovich, do be a reasonable man. How can they be yours? My aunt's grandmother gave the land to your grandfather's peasants for 40 years, and they were to make bricks for her in return. Now your grandfather's peasants got used to using the land and got accustomed to it as if it were their own. When it happened that...
My dear fellow, you seem to forget that the peasants never paid the rent to their grandmother because the meadows were in dispute. Now, everyone knows that they're ours. You haven't seen the plan.
I'll prove it to you that they're mine.
My dear boy, you can't prove it.
I shall!
Don't yell. You can't prove anything by yelling. And my dear fellow, if you go on and on about it like that, I'd rather give the land to the peasants than to you. There.
What? I don't understand. How have you the right to give away someone else's property?
You may take it that I know whether I have the right or not. I, young man, am not used to being spoken to in that tone. I, young man, am twice your age. And so I ask you not to speak to me in such agitation and all.
No. You just think that I'm a fool and want to have me on. You call my land yours and expect me to speak to you calmly and politely? Good neighbors don't behave like that, Stefan Stefanovich. You're not a neighbor. You're a grabber.
What did you say?
Papa, send the moors out to the land at once.
What did you say, sir?
Oxen Meadows are ours, and I shan't give it up, shan't give it up, shan't give it up.
We'll see. I'll have the matter taken to court and then I'll show you.
To court? Yeah, sure. Take it to court. That's the way you are. You're just looking for an excuse to take everything to court and all that. You pettifogger. All your Lomovs are like that. All of them.
All.
Never mind about my people. The Lomos have all been honorable people. And no one has ever been tried for embezzlement, like your grandfather.
Your grandfather was a gambler, and your younger aunt Natalia Mihailovna, she ran away with an architect and all that.
Okay. And your mother was humpback. Okay. There's something pulling in my side. You Chupugos have all been like that.
Your father was a guzzling gambler.
And there haven't been equal fights to equal your aunts.
My heart. Something is pulling in my side. Something is pulling in my side.
It's low. It's dishonest. It's mean.
You malignant, two-faced.
You people, my heart. Excuse me. Where's the door? Which way? I'm leaving. I can't talk to you people. My foot has gone quite numb. You useless people.
Don't set your foot in this house again.
Take it to court, we'll see.
You villain. You scarecrow.
What you rascal? What trust can one have in one's neighbors after all?
And that blind hen, that turned ghost, has the audacity to make a proposal. What? A proposal.
What proposal?
He came to propose to you.
To propose? To me? Why didn't you tell me so before?
Stuffed sausage.
To propose to me?
And,
Bring him here, bring him back.
bring whom here?
Oh, quick, I am ill.
Oh.
Bring him back.
Oh, unfortunate man that I am. I'll hang myself. We cursed him, abused him, drove him out of the house, and it was all you.
It was all you.
It's not my fault, I tell you. You talk to him yourself. I'll get to be.
Oh boy, what have they done to me? Fetch
coming, I tell you. He's coming. And it was all your fault anyway.
Fetch him!
He's coming, I tell you. Oh God, what a burden it is to be the father of a grown-up daughter. Here he is. Talk to him now.
My heart's palpitating awfully, and my foot's gone to sleep. There's something keeps pulling in my side.
Forgive us, Ivan. We were all a little heated. The meadows are yours. Yes, I remember. They're yours.
My meadows. My heart.
Yes, they're yours. Please sit down. We were wrong.
I did it on principle. My meadows are worth little to me, but the principle.
Yes, the principal, just so. Now let's talk about something else.
I have already explained to you. My aunt's grandmother, she gave the meadows.
Yes, let that pass. Oh, I wish I knew how to get him started. Are you going to start shooting soon?
Actually, yes. I'm thinking of having a go at the black cock after the harvest. But have you heard? Just think, what a misfortune I've had. My dog Guess, whom you know, has gone lame.
Oh, what a pity. Why?
I don't know. Must have got twisted or bitten by some other dog. And he's unable to move and to walk now. So I don't know. I think I'm going to have to do something with him. And not to talk about the expense, but I gave Mironov 125 rubles for my Guess.
That was too much, Ivan.
Too much? I think it was very cheap. He's a first-rate dog.
Papa gave 85 rubles for his squeezer. And squeezer is heaps better than Guess.
Squeezer better than Guess? What an idea! Squeezer better than Guess?
Of course he's better. Of course, squeezer is young, he may develop a bit. And on points in pedigree, he's better than anything that even Volchanitsky has got.
Excuse me, Natalia Stepanovna, but you forget just one thing. That squeezer is overshot. And an overshot always means that the dog is a bad hunter.
Overshot? Is he? The first time I heard that.
I assure you that his lower jaw is shorter than the upper.
Have you measured?
Yes. Of course, he's alright at following, but if you want him to get a hold of anything...
In the first place, squeezer is a thoroughbred animal. The son of harness and chisels. While there's no getting to the pedigree of your dog at all. He is ugly, old, like a worn-out cab horse.
Okay. He is old, but I wouldn't take 5 squeezers for him. As for Guess, he's a dog. As for Squeezer, you may find him anywhere under every second bush. Anybody you know has a dog as good as Squeezer. And my Guess is certainly better than your Squeezer.
There is some demon of contradiction in you today, Ivan. First, you say that the meadows are yours. Now, that Guess is better than Squeezer. I don't like people who don't say what they mean. But you know perfectly plainly that Squeezer is 100 times better than your silly Guess. Why do you want to say it isn't?
I see, Natalia Stepanovna, you either consider me blind or a fool. You must realize that Squeezer is overshot.
It's not true.
He is.
It's not true.
He is overshot. And actually speaking, a very useless dog.
Why talk rot?
Why shout? Why shout? Why are you shouting?
Why talk rot? It's awful. It's time that your Squeezer was shot already. And you compare him with Squeezer.
Squeezer was shot already? Or Guess was shot already? You want to shoot your own dog? Please shoot your own dog. You chocobos are all funny people. You don't have any brains. Funny people. And actually, I cannot continue this discussion. My heart is beginning to palpitate now. I cannot continue this discussion.
I shan't shut up until you acknowledge that the Squeezer is better than your Guess.
Go be hung to your Squeezer. Go die with him. His head, his shoulder, his eyes.
No need to hang your Guess. He is half dead already.
Shut up, madam, please shut up.
I shan't shut up.
What's the matter now?
Papa, please tell us truly, which is the better dog, our Squeezer or his Guess?
Stefanovich, I implore you to tell me just one thing. Is your squeezer overshot or not? Yes or no?
And what if he is? He's the best dog in the district and all that.
But isn't my guess really better? Come on now.
My dear boy, I'll grant you this. Your guess is purebred. He's firm on his feet, got well-sprung ribs and all that. But, my dear fellow, he's got two faults, two very big defects. He's old and he's short in the muzzle.
You just want to talk about all the things that you have good and that my guess is a useless dog. That's what you want to convey to me, isn't it? Now? Come on now, tell me.
You Lumos have always had lunacy in your family.
What? Say that again. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You are an intriguer. That's what you actually are.
I? An intriguer?
Yes,
Shut
an
up!
intriguer.
Shut up!
Old rat, Jesuit,
Boy, pup!
and everybody knows that your late wife used to beat you. She used to beat you. You were under her feet.
And you were under the slipper of your housekeeper.
What? What? Oh God, the palpitation has started again. My God.
My hat! What sort of a hunter are you? You ought to go in the kitchen and lie in the oven and get blood beetles, not go after foxes. My hat!
Yes. What kind of a hunter are you? You should stay at home with your palpitations and not go tracking animals. Oh, you can go to hunt, but you go only to make trouble with other people's dogs.
And are you a hunter? You go only to hunt with the town and to intrigue. You're not a hunter. You're an intriguer. That's what you are.
I, an intriguer?
Yes, intriguer.
I'll shoot you like a partridge, you fool.
Yeah, everybody knows that not only your late wife used to beat you, but the neighbor's wife also used to beat you.
You're under the slippers of a thousand housekeepers.
What? Look, my heart is really palpitating and I think I'm going to faint. I think I'm really going to faint now.
Bilks up,
You
fool!
people.
What kind of hunter are you? You cannot even sit on a horse. Papa? What's the matter with him? Look, Papa! Ivan Vasilievich, he's dead! A doctor! A doctor!
Who's dead?
Ivan! He's dead! He's dead!
By Jove, so he
He's
is.
dead!
Doctor, water. Here. Drink this. He doesn't drink. That means he's really dead. Oh, what have I done? Why didn't I put a bullet into my brain? Why didn't I cut my throat? Get me a knife. Get me a pistol. He comes around. Here, drink this.
I see stars. Mist. Where am I?
Get married. I give you my blessing and all that. Only leave me in peace.
What?
Huh?
To whom? What?
Kiss her and be damned, she's willing.
He's alive! Yes, I'm willing!
She's willing and all that. Kiss her.
Kiss whom? I can't understand. Very nice. Now I know. Now I understand. My heart, the stars. Natalia Stepnovna, I'm happy. I'm very happy. My foot's gone quite numb.
I'm happy too.
What a weight off my shoulders. Woof.
But still, you have to agree that guess is worse than squeezer.
Better.
Worse!
Well, that's a fine way to start your marital bliss. Have some champagne.
He's better.
Worse!
Champagne.